Now, we're going to go ahead and refine this a bit with some cloning. Let's press Command D to deselect, and I'll choose Filter, Vanishing Point. This is perspective-based cloning. Now what we need to do is choose our edges. So I'll click to define a starting point and just run it right down that scene. Follow the key edges here and attempt to align this using the current planes. This point here looks a little off, so I'm using the other lines as guidance. That looks a lot better. Looking at where those blue lines go, I'm paying attention to see if they seem aligned with the existing grid. Now we can extend this. Just grab the edges and pull up or down. This will take the grid and make it cover more of the scene. There we go. And I can really see where these are getting off a bit. So we're going to take care of that. Now I'll grab the Clone Stamp tool within the tool. This allows you to select and choose new pixels. So I'm going to select right here by Option or Alt clicking on that line and come down and line it up. You can use the left or right bracket key to adjust the size of your brush. And what I'm going for is something that's going to match the width there of the gap, and we extend that. Continue to work and just Option or Alt click to set your source point. Line it up and extend it out. What we're trying to do is get the correct line width there. Now, it's going to be a little bit of trial and error, and it's never going to be perfect, but we're creating general pixels that are going to be sampled to help with this alignment. My suggestion, we'll just start up here at the top, is I'll Option or Alt click and start to extend that line so the bench goes more in the right direction. You may see some patterns here like these nail holes. We're going to deal with those in just a moment. But use this to create the pattern that's believable, and see if you have to occasionally release so that it resamples the line. Remember, this releasing step is important, so it can generate the new pixels. If you don't release, it continues to sample the old pixels, so you may have to let go of the mouse button periodically so that it can regenerate those sample points. That's looking really good. I'll come down here, Option or Alt click, line it up, and continue to go. Remember, if necessary, backtrack and fill that in, and you see the bench is looking really good. This takes a little bit of time, but with patience, you can get a great texture. And remember, think of the alternative. Doing this frame by frame in the video would be a horrendous amount of work. So even though we're spending 5 to 10 minutes cleaning this up, it's for the good of getting a great content-aware fill. Let's continue to finish this out, but you get the general idea. I'll just do a few more clones here, and then we'll skip to the finished frame. Feel free to practice on your own and try to get the best overall clone. Don't worry if you have little blemishes along the way, like those nail holes, or other small challenges. We're going to take those out with the healing tool in just a bit. Alright, that's looking really good. Let's click the OK button to update the frames. We're just left with a few unwanted pieces of texture, and that's a simple cleanup.